Hello, hi, and welcome to another lesson in M5's new English learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'm here on your TV to help you improve your English. Okay, today's lesson is lesson 18, the 18th lesson. Great! Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready to start today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay. Well then, let the lesson begin. Okay. So, do you remember what we learned last lesson? You don't? Well then, let me remind you. Time is it? 4:30. That's right. We learned how to ask the time, just like the spin doctors. Now do you remember? Good. Okay, so now you remember, you probably also remember that we know two ways to ask the time. One, as we heard from the spin doctors, is, what time is it? Now, do you remember the other question? That's right. What's the time? Last lesson, we learned 3 ways to tell the time. The time is X o'clock. It's X o'clock. Or it's X AM or PM. Good. Now, what if the time is not on the hour? What if it's 5:23 or 7:47? What if it's 3:30 or 4:15? Okay. Let's look some more at how to tell the time. Okay, now it's not difficult to tell the time in English. When we talk about minutes, it's very logical. From 12 to 6 is past the hour. From 6 to 12 is to the hour. So this means that if the minute hand is at 3, then it is a quarter past the hour. If the minute hand is at 6, then it is half past the hour. And if the minute hand is at 9, it is a quarter to the hour. Easy. So, let's look at these clock faces. Look where the minute hand and hour hands are and decide what time it is. Those are the clock faces. Now, what's the time? Okay, well, let's look at the first clock face. The minute hand is at 3, which means that it's a quarter past the hour. Now, the hour hand is at the 2, so the time is a quarter past 2. Simple, easy, easy peasy. Let's look at the next clock face. The minute hand is at 6, which means that it's half past the hour. Now this is where we have to be careful. In Hungarian, when the minute hand is at 6, we say it's half to the next hour. In English, we say it's half past the same hour. Now, pay attention. When we think in Hungarian, we think 6:30 is halfway to 7. But when we think in English, 6:30 is half past 6. Okay, so the minute hand is at 6. The hour hand is between 8 and 9. That means the time is half past 8. Okay. Let's look at the next clock face. Okay, this time the minute hand is at 9 and the hour hand is between 5 and 6. So, if the minute hand is at 3 or 9, we know it's a quarter. We know that from 6 to 12 is 2, so it's a quarter to something. The hour hand is between 5 and 6. So this clock face is a quarter to 6. Brilliant. Okay, let's look at the next one. Easy. What's the time? It's 8 o'clock. Bing! Okay, next one. The minute hand is at 6, so we know it's half past something. And the hour hand is between 7 and 8, so it's half past 7. Good. Now in the next one, the minute hand is at 3, and the hour hand is between 4 and 5. Okay, so because the minute hand is at 3, we know it's a quarter past something. The hour hand is between 4 and 5, so what's the time? It's a quarter past 4. Fantastic! Okay, next. Where's the minute hand? At 6. What does that mean? It means it's half past something. Where's the hour hand? Between 3 and 4. So, what's the time? Half past 3. Good. Now, in the next clock, the minute hand is at 9, so we know it's a quarter to something. The hour hand is between 12 and 1, so it's a quarter to 1. Bing bong. Okay, well, what about another way to tell these times? Well, there is another way, and it's the simplest way to tell time in English. What do you think we do? Simple. We say what we see. We know we can say a quarter past the hour, like a quarter past 4, or a quarter past 12. And we know we can say a quarter to the hour, like a quarter to 6 or a quarter to 9. We also know how to say half past the hour, like half past 3 or half past 7. But we can also think of time in numbers and say what we see. We can think about what digital watches and clocks show. If a clock has a minute hand and an hour hand, then the clock is analog. Okay, no problem. We know how to say a quarter past, half past, and a quarter to. But if the clock face has no hands, if the clock is a digital clock, then it's really easy. We read the numbers. A quarter past 10 is the same as 10:15. A quarter past 12 is 12:15. Half past 3 is 3:30. Half past 7 is 7:30. 9:15 is the same as a quarter past 9. And 2:30 is the same as half past 2. Simple. Okay, what about 6:45? Well, that's the same as a quarter to 7. A quarter to 5 is the same as 4:45. Simple. Okay, now to make life easier, we need to practice some more numbers. In lesson 3, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10 and also 0 or 0. Do you remember? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. In lesson 12, we learned the numbers from 11 to 20. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now let's learn some more numbers. Now, these numbers are easy. The numbers from 20 to 100 have the same pattern, the same logic. When we look at some numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, there's no real logic. When we look at some ordinal numbers, do you remember the ordinal numbers? The ordinal numbers are numbers we use in lists. They tell us that Lewis Hamilton is first, or second, or fourth, or 12th. Now, those numbers are also a bit illogical. 1 becomes first, 2 becomes second, 3 becomes third, 5 becomes fifth. But the numbers from 20 to 100 are much easier. These numbers have logic. These numbers have a pattern. Okay, let's look at the numbers from 20 to 29. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. Now, pay attention to the spelling. 20 is 20. 21 is 21. 22 is 22. So, can you see the pattern? That's right. The pattern is simple. We take the number 20, add a hyphen, and then a number from 1 to 9. 25 is 25. 27 is 27. Great. So let's look at all the numbers from 20 to 29. See? Simple. Very simple. Okay. Now what about the next 10? Well, they're very simple as well. The number after 29 is 30. We know the number 30 and we know the pattern. So 31 is 31. 32 is 32. Okay, easy. Now, what comes after 39? 40. How do we spell 40? Like this, 40. Remember, 4 is spelled F-O-U-R, but 40 is spelled F-O-R-T-Y. There is no U in 40. Okay, we know how to spell 40, we know the pattern, so 41 is 41. 43 is 43. What number comes after 49? 50. 50 is spelled 50. We know how to spell 50. We know the pattern, so... And what number comes after 59? That's right, 60. 60 is spelled 60. And we know the pattern. 61 is 61. 62 is 62. So... And what number comes after 69? That's right, 70. 70 is spelled 70. And we know the pattern. 71 is 71. 72 is 72. So, and what number comes after 79? That's right, 80. 80 is spelled 80. And we know the pattern. 81 is 81. 82 is 82. So, okay, and what number comes after 89? That's right, 90. 90 is spelled 90, and we know the pattern. 91 is 91. 92 is 92. So, okay, now I think I need a drink, but first, let's look at the last number in this lesson. What comes after 99? That's right, 100. We say this number as 100 or 100, and we spell it like this: 100, 100. Great. I need a drink. Okay, that's all we have time for today. Join me again next lesson on M5's English Learning TV program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan, not Michael J. Fox. See you next time. Bye.